afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Democracy X Innovation English version. Today, you're joining with me, Puripat Kruanoparat from the Office of Innovation for Democracy, King Prachatipok Institute. And I'm with...
ขวัญข้าวคงเดชาค่ะ
Today will be our second edition of the English version of our podcast. So,
Yay.
if you please follow us on Spotify, Blocked, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. Will be very much appreciated. Let me begin with the hot issue in Thailand. Maybe it's not really hot issue, but
well, I would say like a defining topic in Thai politics. I would say for like our first month of 2021, definitely can be no other issue other than the vaccination of total population in Thailand. I would say.
Yes, because now we're in the semi-lockdown measures. Maybe the government say it is not lockdown, but we say a lot of people working from home, you know, like...
And the closing of some public facilitating building something. But yeah, we feel like vaccination, some might think like how is it related to politics? Why some, judging from the trend and the argument, the debate online on any social media, you would definitely see the hint of how like vaccine is being used as one of political mechanism or even to at one advantage. So in a sense, vaccination and vaccine and COVID-19 in itself is really being used in a political way or in other terms like being politicized.
Yes, for sure. Health issue is political.
Yeah, I mean from the early even beginning, even way before COVID-19 even happened in like in the global field in any country, like health issue is already a political issue from the very beginning, isn't it?
Yes. That's why we have the Ministry of Health.
Yeah,
right?
obviously.
And politicians
Fighting for the position.
Yeah. not really fighting, but there's one politician who will be the Minister of Health.
Yeah.
So it is related to politics in some way. Okay, let's get back into the vaccine. And the vaccine thing. We have seen around the world, right, that a lot of people in the world, around the world, has been vaccinated.
I mean, it was as everyone expect, like beginning of 2021, like people will begin to get their vaccine. Right?
Yeah, but from last year, in the end of the December 2020, some people already got a vaccine in other countries.
Last year? I thought it was this January only.
What was this last year? It was
It was like the first case or the first news about vaccine that I remember hearing from is the one from Russia, the Sputnik.
The Sputnik.
Yeah, like
Sputnik 5.
Yeah, Sputnik 5 when it was first being put on trial test. And everyone was like, oh my god, finally we got some vaccine.
Yeah, but it's first from Russian. And then China. And now it's been popular in the United States.
Right.
Pfizer and Moderna.
Yeah.
It's very... Yeah, and Pfizer and Moderna was cast as the most effective vaccine.
Yeah, about 95%.
Some people say 99 effective.
99.
But lots of side effects. Lots of side effects. So it's not a perfect vaccine, but if you expect the highest quality,
then definitely those two.
Yeah, you have to go to Pfizer and Moderna. So we're talking about the country who the population has been vaccinated. For example, Israel, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, Bahrain, United States. These countries are top 5 country that a lot of people has been vaccinated. First, number 1 is Israel. 49.13 people out of 100 people. Let's say 49% of the population has been vaccinated.
That was quite a lot.
Yeah, United Arab Emirates 27. United Kingdom 11.25 is quite high.
Yeah.
You know, like 1/10. And Bahrain 8.47 United States 7.11. You know, like, can you believe it? 23.5 million people has been vaccinated in the United States. You know, like 23.5 million doses has been given in the United States. That's very high number.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, because I was checking the statistic here, and it would say like more than 82.5 million doses in 59 countries has been administered. So that is quite a lot, but still, like, you know, it's still during the first phase of vaccination, and we not really sure how the vaccine gonna go. Like as I said before, there were side effects and some dead case in Scandinavia.
In Scandinavian country, right? In Norway. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think 27 people have died from injected vaccine. That and mostly they are like elderly people. More than 75 years old. Yeah, because like side effect, it makes you feel tired. It makes you feel ill.
That was something to be expected, though. I mean, like vaccine. You know, we're really 100% sure about it, right? But anyway, though, the point is that.
But yeah, let me go back on the side effect thing. Yeah. I've been told that the Chinese vaccines called Sinovac, you know, has no side effect.
Really?
Yes. From China, it's been reported that it's only 50% effective. You know, like it's 50-50. So you and me, if we have like Sinovac vaccine, either one of us will get effect from the vaccine, and the other one will not. You know, like it's like
a bad gambling.
It's like gambling, but you don't but you don't need to worry about the side effects. Right, because it's a death, you know, virus inside the vaccine. You know, like the nature of vaccine is that inject the virus itself into your body.
Immunity, right?
Yeah, and your body will create antibody of that virus, and then like it will recover itself and make yourself immune for those ones. Yeah, like some general flu, you know, or influenza itself. If you've been infected once, then and you will not be
ever again.
Yeah, because it's been created.
You've been exposed to it already.
Right. Yeah, but those virus, including this coronavirus, COVID-19, it can mutate itself. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like developing itself into the next level, and the DNA inside it will not be the same. So you can get infected again with a different mutated version of coronavirus. Yeah. So
it will never ever go away.
So it will never go away. So it's like influenza. Yeah. You know, or the big flu. You know, it would say in Thai, ไข้หวัดใหญ่.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
I was like, what do you mean, big flu? I never heard of that.
Yeah, something like that. So influenza. It never go away. So you have to get vaccine every year or every other year.
Okay,
so it's like
I used to get the influenza vaccine, right? And the next day, immediately, I got the big flu or the influenza type A, and I had to be admitted to the hospital for like 2-3 days straight. Like
really?
Immediately
like
after
literally
I got,
next day.
Literally. Yeah, I was like rushed to the ICU because I was dying, literally.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's not, so maybe the vaccine you had is not effective. You know, because like most vaccine in the world is only effective only 60%. So, you know, like normally it's only 60%, but Pfizer and Moderna, they claim themselves that 95%. We don't know that it is true or not, but it is really more effective than AstraZeneca. The AstraZeneca one that we will
be talking about.
Yeah, we will get. The one that we will get in Thailand, because like they will import the AstraZeneca from outside, and they will we will produce it ourselves in the country.
So let's get back to the topic of vaccine and politics in Thai. So this issue has been for quite a while, I think, like during the late December and then
late last year.
Yeah, it started to be more clear in the beginning of January. So as I was saying, so Thailand, we have yet to receive any vaccine from the company that we have signed the agreement with.
Yeah.
And that company is AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca.
Yeah. Does it call its company though?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
So
everything is company. Even the government. Yeah.
Even the government is
Yes.
company, obviously. So what we're seeing is that the government make a deal with AstraZeneca that they will only buy about limited number of doses for Thai population.
About 10 million?
Yeah,
Is it less than 10
I think
or more?
11 or 12
Oh,
million.
okay. Around 10. Let's say
Yeah,
around 10
But
million.
like, look at the population of Thailand, Thai people. We have about like
70 million
70
people.
million. Like that is.
That is not enough.
That is not enough. And so I dig in, and what I find is that the agreement that they have is that Thai will be the first and the only. Back then, they claimed the only state in Southeast Asia that will produce the vaccine and, share it with our neighbor country,
Oh, so that's a good marketing.
Obviously.
So we can produce it and export it.
Yeah.
In our region.
Yeah, obviously we will become like, the big brother, like helping all the fellow neighboring country. But yeah, we can leave that for the IR topic. But the problem is AstraZeneca, they signed this contract of transferring the data and transferring the technology to one company.
Siam Bioscience.
Siam Bioscience.
Yeah, Siam Bioscience. I think it's like the formula, right? So only Siam Bioscience has that formula to produce the vaccine, and they're only a company that has been authorized to produce it.
Yeah.
So it's like we're talking that only one company can produce necessary vaccine for people to be a shield from themselves to protect them from COVID. So can this be called monopolizing of the vaccine? Monopolizing of the
choice of surviving. I would put it that way, the way this contract happened and the way the deal play off, it feels like they, either the government or who whatsoever, is trying to limit the way of surviving of the people only to one choice. And you can also see it that before, back then, during the New Year time, they have not legalized or have not allowed any other company to import or even like produce their own vaccine for Thai people. So we see the trend of like monopolizing and only like limited choice of surviving. Like Thai people have to depend on only this choice and only this way. So like the dependency of Thai people are relying on the government. But then later on, we see the news coming that there are legal law allowing others to import in another type of vaccine or another company vaccine. And they have yet to...
That can be imported by private companies.
Yeah, that can be imported by a private company. And we have yet to see the name back then. But like we were already suspecting that it would definitely be the familiar name that we all know about. Okay. And then a couple of weeks later, CP announcing their... announcing their joining the share, or I think selling or buying the share into Sinovac. Yeah. And then it was all click how like, it
was all connected.
it was all connected. So and this is politics, like pure politics.
Let me put it in the pessimistic way. They're not only monopolize the vaccine, but monopolize people's lives. Not only restricted people from buying vaccine from any other places, but restricted people to get a vaccine itself if it's not allowed from the government. So the government is like the master of all Thai people, and Thai people were just slaves to them.
Wow.
This is the most pessimistic way to look at it.
But actually, I was talking with my friend about this, and I was comparing the case of Thailand and the case of US, how they can have a choice of like, do you want to go for Pfizer? Or you want to go for Moderna? And then I told my friend like that is the luxury that we Thai people can't afford. We are only limited to only one choice or two choice, but those two choices are the one that's already picked and choose and decided by the government or by the capital or whatsoever who had the power to make a decision in the country.
Right.
And so we have these two choices. Either you go for the one that the government make a deal with, which is a really, really limited dose of number, and we don't know how the transferring of science or transferring of the vaccine is being conducted. And the other choice is to go to the big capital like CP with the vaccine that we are still not sure yet on how well it will work on people, right?
But at least it has no side effect.
Yeah, at least it has no side effect, but still.
They care about Thai people, you know.
People are skeptical about this. Like they were saying like, oh my God, are we a rablat of...
Yeah. Of
this,
Chinese.
I don't really want to put it that way because it will feel like a state conflict, like our conflict. But that's what happened, and people are really being skeptical about government decision. Definitely on the topic of vaccination, because you see, there's also like a couple of days ago there was a news about how WHO will be giving out a vaccine for underdeveloped country.
We're not underdeveloped country.
Really?
Yes.
What are
so
we
that's
then?
why we don't accept those help from the World Health Organization because we are not underdeveloped country.
We are developed, a medical hub of
Yes,
Thailand.
we are the medical hub
of the world, of the region.
We won't lose our pride for this. You know that.
Yeah, you want to keep your head up high with pride, and then people are dying.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh God,
like
Thailand.
I said, because people are just slaves, right? So they don't care of people who don't afford the vaccine. So until now, you know, from the first place that I said, like we took quite a time to try to explain how much people, you know, how many people get vaccinated from all around the world. And up until now in Thailand, we have none. You know, we have gotten none of the vaccine, right? So as I see it this way, it is how our government, you know, by all means that they will say about the contract or the vaccine is not 100% sure, you know, which is normally vaccine can only effective of 60%, you know, from all of its potential, like I said before. But now, you know, like the AstraZeneca is over 60% effective, but the government still deny that, okay, it's not 100% sure, so we're not going to use the trial on Thai people. You know, seems like it's a good excuse, but it is not. So it is showing how the government care for its people. You know, like in the United States, like I said, they have a very big population, but 23.5 million people has been vaccinated. So that show how their government are at least care for the people, right? Israel, almost 50% of their people has been vaccinated. So as you can see, like maybe it's not, we're not ready, and we're not going to be ready ever, because like the virus itself can mutate itself. So maybe this several doses of this first wave of vaccine will not be fully effective, but at least if you give the vaccine to people will have more confidence of living their life.
The point that you mentioned, like about how like the government care and confident, it's not just something like, you know, emotional or getting sentimental. It's actually really political. If you look at the crisis management, one of the factors that's a really, really important is to get your citizen trust and get your citizen believe, like you know, the charismatic of leadership.
Yeah, that's right.
Like back in before even vaccine, we got this article and we got this study on how like how important leadership is in like in time of crisis management, of emergency, national health crisis, and I guess it's the same for even for the vaccination. If you can get your citizen to believe in you, to trust in you, then the government are able to implement their policy or their countermeasure or even their response more effectively, isn't it? And like it's better to manage when you got a people coming together as a group and believe in the thing that they do, rather than their people being skeptical and criticizing. But first, like government need to act like they know what they're doing and act like they care. That's politics, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how you govern people.
Yeah, that's how you govern
That's the importance of the government.
Yeah, because it's not just about like budget allocation or like resource management. It's about taking care of people.
Because lots of people are still scared of getting infected. So it's like a lot of people encourage the lockdown measures. Even the lockdown measure destroy the economy and like way of life, culture.
That how spirit come to play.
From for example, the New Year countdown festival.
Oh yeah, right.
Almost been cancelled, and the last year's Songkran festival.
Thai New Year.
Yeah, or Thai New Year has been cancelled. So it destroy our tradition. It destroy our enjoyment. Destroy a way of life.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are scared, but if you give them some vaccine, maybe they are less scared, and you can ease the measure of lockdown. Panicking and everything. So giving of the vaccine is not only a medical reason, but it's also politics and cultural
and governing.
And how good governance can be. Right? So getting and giving a vaccine is not only to cure people from the disease or viruses, but it is shown how the government can govern and show how the government care about the people. So now, up until now, like almost a month, we don't see any progress of the government try to get the vaccine and give to people. So that's why they still have to reinstate the lockdown measure, because a lot of people, they encourage and support the lockdown measure, and they can't get over.
Because they don't have vaccine, they thought the lockdown are the only choice of surviving they have.
So my point is, no matter the vaccine are working or not, but you still have to give them anyway, because the trust is in the vaccine, not the effectiveness of the vaccine.
So in a sense, it doesn't matter if the vaccine work or not, but now people are in the panic mode.
Yeah, right.
This can ease and lessen their like anxiety and anxious.
From the statistic of the world has shown that lockdown measure doesn't help. From the UK, as you can see from the graph, it goes higher and higher. Even they try harder to elevate their lockdown measure into tier 2, 3, 4, whatever. In United States of America, in California, in the state of California, the governor ordered the people to wear masks during their food time. Like during the chewing, when you put food in your mouth,
you can only take your mask
off and then you put your meal in your mouth and then close
and then chew.
And then chew.
That is,
like in the United States, that even that strict of the lockdown measure and
doesn't work.
And it doesn't work. You go to see the California state statistic of COVID infection, it goes higher every day. So it doesn't matter how much lockdown you're gonna put in. So it's about the people's trust, because now the virus has been mutated a lot, and then it's less deadly, but it's more infectious, right? So people can get infected easier, but they're not gonna die that easy, because I think at some point, because the people have its own immunity from
they evolve.
From the virus and the human itself. That's all the natural matters. It is how the government can manage the, as you say, risk, and how to govern the state.
To put it simply, I think like whatever state act, there will always be a reaction from their people.
Yeah.
So state really need to consider what they are doing, how they're doing it, not just like changing things like day by day or doing like
wisely.
They really need to think about what they've done more carefully, like do some risk analysis or do some like SWOT analysis or something,
because it affects in the wider
one of the case remember when the Bangkok governor announced like there will be
lockdown measure,
like no allowing eating in the restaurant after like 7 p.m.
After 7 p.m.
So the Bangkok governor announced it during midday, and then 3 to 4 hours later, the national government come out and say like, no, that's not gonna work. That's not how it's gonna work.
They expand it into 9 p.m. Even the local government and the national government they do not really
they not integrate.
They do not integrate and not incorporate.
Like people have been saying like, oh my god, are they really talking to each other or not? One measure was already announced, and then 5 hours later, it was like being vanished because of national government. And see, so this is one of the example how like the government or like
how bad governance works.
Yeah. So I can't even.
Yeah.
This is.
The official word is bad governance.
Yeah. So that is one case of example, but see, so we feel like in January this month. A lot of things are being defined by the vaccine, and COVID-19 are still the main drive that's shaping our political atmosphere during this month. Even some of the serious stuff like the parliamentary issue.
No confidential debate in the parliament, and in the first weeks of January, they even cancel the parliament meeting.
Because of
COVID.
Because
of COVID-19, and then the next week they realize that a lot of people are in are in danger, and they really need the government and their representative to work for them, and then they reopen the meeting. So it is only the issue that the government just too scared to do their job. That's one way to describe how
is it
bad
too harsh?
how.
No,
it's not harsh.
So.
It's not harsh. It's I like to put it like the government doesn't have what it takes to govern.
Exactly.
They don't have what it does
takes
to
manage.
They don't pass the requirement. Of being the basic government. So
wow, I like this word though. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with you.
The lack of the potential and ability to do the job.
Yeah.
That's how to describe that reflected from
the
over
action.
the past month of the vaccination management and how they manage
even the basic necessary like parliamentary talk and basic government duty.
Even they have the state of exception. They declare the state of it. They declare the state emergency for like 11 months now, and they all power is in their hands, but they still can't get the job done.
On them.
Yeah, that's how politics behind the medical emergency situation.
Wow.
So that's how to describe Thai politics in
January
in over the past month, because most of people may think that the health and emergency virus outbreaks and everything is not related to politics, but
it's so political.
Yeah, it is about politics, because the government is who manage and govern the health policy.
Yeah.
So
citizen life are in their hand.
Yes,
like it or not, our life are in their hand.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you describe states. Maybe next time, or we can discuss. Yeah, we can discuss more about the state. Like the theory of state 101. Would be interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so to wrap up, this is how bad governance is. About
crisis management.
About the non-enemy situation.
Right.
Because
unconventional security threat in the 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Which is not non-human actor, and how state are dealing with it, which is proven to be quite badly, judging from the economic status, the infection rate, and the atmosphere of citizens in Thailand. And so basically wrap up.
Yeah, that is Democracy X Innovation English version for this month. So
episode 2.
I'll see you again next month.
Yep.
And be safe.
Stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive.
For yourself, because no one is backing you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We hope you enjoy your working at home as I do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and see you in next tape. Bye.